What's going on? Born for Sports. Salute to New York Giant Nation. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you smash that subscribe button to Born for Sports. Well, New York Giant Nation, what's going on? I hope everybody's having a decent offseason. It's that time of year, y'all. The combine is now officially over. We are now in full transition to the New York Giant offseason. And we are 1 week away, folks, just 1 week away from free agency. And listen, the draft is a month away. So free agency's up first. And John Harbaugh is calling the shots. Yes, sir. He's calling the shots. He is out there going to try to improve this New York Football Giant roster. Now, obviously, in his press conferences and all season on his tour with the New York Giants being the hire, he has talked about the talent that he does like on the roster. But make no mistake about it, folks. This is the John Harbaugh show, okay? This is the John Harbaugh show. And he is going to shape this roster to his liking. And free agency is going to tell us a lot before the draft next month of what the identity he wants this New York Football Giant team to have. Now, it's going to be a physical identity because that's what John Harbaugh football is all about. He did it with the Ravens. You know that's going to be his outlook here. And I got some free agency targets that I would like to see become New York Giants. And obviously, I'm not John Harbaugh, but I am trying to think kind of like him and think about players and fits what he might enjoy on this roster that could actually give that identity to what he likes. So here are my free agency targets, y'all. My number 3 target is wide receiver Romeo Doubs of the Green Bay Packers. Listen, I would like Wan'Dale Robinson back. I would. But I don't think it's smart, number one, to pay a slot receiver $20 million plus dollars, which is what he's seeking on the market, okay? And I don't think the New York Giants or John Harbaugh is going to be playing in those waters. So if he comes back for less, that would be a really good deal. You can thank the Darius Slayton crap contract from last year for that problem. Story for another day. But I'm anticipating that Wan'Dale's going to walk, probably go with his buddy Brian Dable in Tennessee. So, hey, I think Romeo Doubs will be a good get for this New York Giant football team and for Jackson Dart in this offense of Matt Nagy of the Kansas City Chiefs, who is now offensive coordinator here. So you look at his numbers, man. He had 55 receptions in 16 games for that Green Bay Packer team, 724 yards, and 6 touchdowns. He's a solid receiver. It's all about keeping this man healthy. But when he's there, he's a solid, reliable target. Not a burner, but a very good possession receiver, very good route runner. I think Romeo Doubs will be a solid get for this New York Giant football team. My number 2 targets would be signed defensive tackle John Franklin Myers and linebacker Leo Chenal to improve the run defense. It is no secret. I am tired. Giant Nation is tired of this leaky rush defense. The Giants defense has been one of the worst rush defenses in football the last 3 to 4 years. It's got to stop. And you know John Harbaugh ain't having that here. So I think these guys will be tremendous additions to this New York Giant defense, man, to make sure that happens and stop these issues on the run. And I know it's going to be a little pricey for this guy, but defensive tackle John Franklin Myers, I think, will be a perfect fit for this defensive line next to the great Dexter Lawrence. Hopefully Dex gets back to his form next year healthy. Man, this guy will be a tremendous get. 25 total tackles for one of the best defenses in football last year in the Denver Broncos, okay? He has 7.5 sacks, very good against the run, has a familiarity playing in New York with the Jets. Very good player, I thought. John Franklin Myers will be a good get for this New York Giant football team on this defensive line, this talented front. Man, you put him next to Dexter Lawrence, now you're cooking with gas there. Also, Leo Chenal, a linebacker from the Kansas City Chiefs, has Super Bowl championship pedigree on that team. He is he's not a tremendous athlete as far as covering. not bad, just average, adequate, but his calling card is against the run. He is a good tackling defensive linebacker in the middle of a defense. Hey, last year in 14 games, he had 58 total tackles, 2 sacks. This guy knows how to get in there and stop the run. I think he will be a solid addition to the linebacker core, which I think is going to be remade under John Harbaugh, because if you know John Harbaugh in Baltimore, he had very good linebackers his entire 18 years over there. So he believes in that. And that is a big addition to stopping the run will be these 2 players. Give me Leo Chenal in step 1 of improving this linebacker core. And my number one target. First of all, before I go into it, I want to re-sign Illuminor, but I don't think the Giants are going to go and overpay Illuminor at all. I don't think that's what's going to happen here. I think what's going to happen is they have a price. They're going to want to bring him back. It's going to be up to Illuminor whether he wants to stay, and we'll see how his market goes. So that is somebody I do want to return. But I'm going to also go on the prefaces of in case he doesn't return. I want Tyler Linderbaum, baby. I want to sign 2 of these 3 options. That for point of attack football. Hey, give me Tyler Linderbaum, folks. All-pro center. Top 3 to 5 in football, okay? Tremendous run blocker. Was with John Harbaugh last year, okay? This guy is perfect for what the Giants need to establish a new culture on this locker room of what a John Harbaugh team is all about. And I know there's talk about there. He's not tremendously great in pass pro, which he isn't, but he's not bad either, okay? Folks have to remember he's had good numbers in the past as a pass protector, but he also had a down year statistically according to PFF. But look at his guards that he had to play with last year. Not strong, okay, in Baltimore. So, hey, culture setter, all-pro, Pro Bowl caliber, and you add another all-pro, Pro Bowl caliber player to this offensive line that already has Andrew Thomas. Point of attack, baby. Y'all know that's what I'm about. Now you're cooking with gas. Also, Wyatt Teller, guard from the Cleveland Browns. He got cut last month, still young to have some productive years. And with our guard situation with Runyon, who I am not really big on, who might be a cap casualty depending on what happens this week, and with Greg Van Roten, a free agent, long in the tooth, probably better as a depth piece. Wyatt Teller on the New York Football Giants at a guard spot will be a very good get. I would love to see it. Also his offensive line coach from last year with Cleveland is now here on John Harbaugh's staff. Actually, a very good fit here. You bring Linderbaum and Teller on this team next year. Oh man, now you're cooking with gas at point of attack, baby. Linderbaum and Wyatt Teller would love to see it, especially if Jermaine Illuminor is not back with this team. Tremendous get for the New York Giants. Let's make it happen. So that's going to do it, folks. Giant Nation salute. Let me know if you like my targets in free agency coming up in about a week. And let me know what are your interests in free agency. Who would you like to bring on this New York Football Giants team to get back to New York Football Giant football? And don't forget to like and subscribe to Born for Sports. Let's go Giants.